recording in this classroom? What is this website you're on? What are you using to record me?
It's just an AI tool.
That is completely cheating. You are cheating. You're recording me, you are using AI, and you're cheating.
I'm out. What are you doing, yo? You're crazy.
No.
You're crazy.
You are a failure.
Do you see
you
this?
have no future.
That's what professors like you do.
You're going to be a loser for the rest of your life. Now get out.
Oh. You think I don't know you're all using ChatGPT? Every essay, same phrasing in today's ever-changing landscape. Wow, all copied from the same robot, huh? You want AI to think for you, then what you here for? Next time I let the robot take attendance also can. Better wake up, huh? Why? Sick of it.
My syllabus specifically tells you you're not supposed to be using AI, and this is nothing but AI.
I'm sorry, I do not care what your opinions are.
I think it's okay even though the syllabus says it's not okay. What gives you the right to change my rules?
I'm sorry, I have ADHD and auditory processing issues, so I'm using Mindgrass to upload everything that you give us, and it's making me notes, summaries, it's breaking everything down.
ADHD is nothing but an excuse. It's a bunch of letters you just put together to try and explain why you don't want to work hard.
That is so offensive. I use this for all of my classes, so I'm not just stopping it for yours.
Talk slower for you? Would that help you understand?
No, this is 2025. I'm sorry, you do your stuff the old-fashioned way. It's not cheating, it's a learning tool.
I am offended. They're nothing but excuses to be lazy. Just get out of here.
You know what I want to, because actually this is insane. I'm sorry.
I said it fast again.
No,
just
you're so rude.
go.
I need you to get the out of my classroom. There is no AI in my classroom, so you can pack up everything in your bag, pack it all up, put it on your shoulder, and get the out, and we'll talk about it later.
What the hell is going on? It's AI, sure. Why am I getting kicked out of class for it?
Because it's considered
Why are
cheating.
you speaking? I am your student. Why are you speaking to me like this? It's called I hate reading. It's not cheating. And maybe if you didn't just start fucking attacking me, you could look it up and figure it out.
Well, maybe if you started studying better, maybe you'll be fine.
My grades are improving. It makes me flashcards.
What's wrong with buying your own flashcards?
This saves me time.
Close your laptop, put it in your bag.
I'm not leaving. I paid to be here. You have to teach me.
Not teaching
outside of
today.
class.
It's a quiz. You
none
finish
of your
it,
business.
close your laptop, and you may leave.
What's the point of me even being here if kids are just going to use AI to cheat and generate their answers?
I don't think parents understand how many kids are out there who are just like refusing to do anything in class. Like, could you imagine being a 12-year-old and coming to school and sitting through 7 hours of classes and just like not doing anything? Like, yeah, I'm supposed to write a 5-sentence paragraph. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to sit here and stare off into the void. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I don't care. My parents don't care. I don't care. I'm just not going to do it. Like, so many kids are like that.
I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and I work with a lot of kids. And I just want to know, like, what are we doing in these schools? Like, what is actually happening? When I tell you every parent that I work with is counting down the days until the end of the year, it used to be the opposite. Parents would dread the summertime, no break from the kids. Now they want them home. What is that telling us?
In today's episode of What Dimension Is This, Chicago will be opening their first AI school. It's going to be a private school where all of the educational lessons will be taught through the AI, and the AI will track the students' eye movement to make sure they're engaged in the lesson. What will the AI do if this student is no longer engaged? Who knows? But they're going to be hiring humans to be in the school, but they're not hiring former educators or anything. They're just hiring random people to babysit the kids. Everything the AI can't physically do. So instead of fixing education, we're just going to throw AI at it because no one is understanding what the problem is with education. It's not the teachers not teaching. It's the lack of motivation and the fact that parents do not support the education. Education starts at home. You should be telling your kid how to sit, how to move, how to act, how to behave, and then When they go to school, they'll be able to take in the information they're seeing from the teacher. But since parents don't want to take that step, and I know it's hard, parents are busy, everyone has to work now, and it's difficult to dedicate time because the idea of a housewife is dead because everything got so expensive. But, and again, that's thanks to Reagan. Just look it up. But the whole idea now is that we are dealing with this idea that AI can solve the education problem, but it's not. It's yet again a Band-Aid on a larger problem that we're refusing to contend with. Teachers can't hold students to high standards because parents complain. Parents complain, so the school lowers the standards, passes kids who shouldn't be passed, makes testing easier, makes grades less real. So kids are getting A's, B's, C's that really should be getting C, D, F's for real. And this is the larger problem. Teachers are not allowed to hold students to a high standard, and parents are not continuing the education at home. And you can see it online. There are teachers reading emails they're getting from parents where parents are like, my child had a baseball game last night and they're tired, so they will not be doing the homework assignment. What? Just say, hey, can they turn it in a day late? No, they won't do it. Thank you for understanding. So this does not help create an educational environment, and these AI things that they're using, or the AI bot that the Melania walked out with, are not going to solve the problem. They will exacerbate the problem. But that's me on my soapbox. Y'all have a good day.
All right, I know this is going to sound crazy, but just hear me out, okay? Does anyone else feel like our kids are going to school for no reason? Seriously. The world is changing so rapidly, let alone the chaos that's happening every single day that everyone could just implode. But on a regular note, what are we preparing them for? Our education system is so outdated. Technology is moving so fast. AI is taking over way quicker than they anticipated. And our kids are still going to school learning what exactly to prepare them for what. Like, I'm literally sitting here thinking, how are my kids going to make money? Is like the workforce is like non-existent, okay? Everyone needs a job, all this. Yes, people need to work, but what are people doing for work? In like the next 10 years, what are our kids doing? And if it's a waste of time now, like, okay, elementary school, get the basics. You need to learn how to read, you need to learn how to count, blah, 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 right? All those things are great. But then what? They're gonna go to junior high and learn fake history. And then they're going to go to high school and dink around and deal with bullies and chaos and possibly, shootings and all just crazy stuff. And then what? What are they going to do? I have a almost 11-year-old and a almost 5-year-old, okay? What are they going to do when it's their time to go out into the world and work? And every single job is being taken over. Every single creative job where people who are creative, who could align themselves with an area of work that people couldn't easily replicate, that's gone. Entry-level jobs, gone. Even like construction workers, they have like machines now that will just lay bricks and slap cement for them. Really, what are we doing? Are we going to end up with like a world where we get like a stipend for food and we all sit around on computer? Like, what are we going to do? And if it's a waste of time, and if this world is literally falling apart on top of that, I just want to spend time with my children and my family. That's all I'm saying. Because it just seems something's weird. It seems weird. I don't know what they're preparing for.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Please don't get mad at me. But y'all kids, parents, y'all kids cannot read, and they cannot write, and they cannot spell. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say it because I hate talking about these kids on here because I don't want them talking about me. But as a vast majority of students that I teach in my class do not know how to read, write, comprehend, critical think. They just cannot. Okay. I gave a test last week, and I'm going to just point out some of the words these kids asked me for, what the meaning was. I thought this was just basic stuff. You know, we should kind of know. High school, they should know. Girl asked me, what is the word candidate? A candidate. What does that mean? Evaluator. Distinguished. Objective. Catalog. Panel. A panel of people. Occupation. Qualification. What else is another word? Persuasive. Salutation. That's a big one. Salutation. You may not know what that word is. That's a greeting. Hello or goodbye. But these are just some of the basic words. Okay, these is high school kids from 14 to 18, you know, teenagers that don't get basic words. Okay. It just gets to a point when I say some students won't even attempt to take the test because they can't read. They won't even look at the test. I had a student that guessed on everything because they didn't want to do it. Didn't want to read it, didn't understand it, just don't know. But they are sitting in my class as a 10th grader on track to graduate and cannot read, cannot write. I'm just saying, y'all, it is a pandemic. These kids cannot read, they cannot write, and they dang sure can't spell. Yeah.
I quit education 2 years ago. I was a teacher for 8 years. I have a master's degree in education. Ultimately, the reasons that I left was because I realized how bad it was getting and that absolutely nobody was doing anything to make it better. I looked around and I said, I am 29 years old. I cannot do this until I retire. Like, absolutely nobody is coming. And the issues that we were experiencing were ones that had been steadily increasing since I became a teacher. And that's why, like, if you ask a teacher who has been in the classroom for 15, 20 years, those are, you know, the veteran teachers, what was it like when you started and what is it like now? They'll say it was a different world. This is not what we signed up for. This is not what people thought they were getting into. Lack of support from parents, lack of support from admin, student behavior, the implications of testing and that being tied to your job, the student's performance tied to your job performance. I don't want to go into my forever sleep because people brought things to schools and local areas could do nothing about it. Pay is horrendous. I was making $47,000 as a teacher with a master's degree and 8 years of experience. Schools are deeply under-resourced and the public is actively trying to defund public education.
At some point, we have to stop and ask ourselves what issues are really pushing people to this level. You're seeing in these videos kind of what's going on in the classroom and you're seeing how teachers are reacting. When teachers, the people responsible for shaping the next generation, are overwhelmed, walking out, or breaking down in real time, that's not just a teacher problem. That's a warning sign for all of us. And a lot of Americans are starting to feel that same pressure in their own lives, whether it's work, finances, or just trying to keep everything together. They feel like every day is just getting harder and harder to navigate. But I want to hear from you. What are you seeing in your local areas? Are you hearing about this in the classroom, or is this the first that you've ever even seen of it?